Shalom. Call Logim Law, Alahayanawa Yahawashi Shai, Rawchaa Qadash. Honors unto you, the apostles. Shalom Akim. Very quick to the point. The situation of Zimbabwe, the inflation. As you can see on this video over here, it says Zimbabwe prices most things above $20. Watch me in the shop. Okay. Powder milk for $20.99. Alright, that is equivalent to about 300 something, so that in rands. That's hella expensive, and it's just basic powder milk. How much more for these baby formulas for you women out there who don't breastfeed, okay, who are now solely dependent on Esau's lifestyle, okay, this new lifestyle, the Western lifestyle of no longer breastfeeding but feeding your children this poison that you call baby formula that has been formulated to destroy your seed. Alright, how much more will you afford it? Because inflation is coming to a town near you. Alright, you Israelites among all these nations, among these Hamites, among the Moabites, Ammonites, you name them all. And those of you who are in Babylon, alright, all you Israelites, famine will hit the land near you. Alright, and this came up, this whole situation came up as a result of Zimbabwe ditching their own currency, alright, which basically through inflation over time became worthless. The hyperinflation was too much. They just had to adopt the new currency. So things are gonna get hectic. Alright, things are gonna get hectic. If you actually think, end up paying for simple basic powder milk for your coffee, for your milk being this high, how much more for the baby formula, like I said. Alright, and this came as a result of them adopting the US dollar. Alright, ditching their own currency and taking on the dollar. Alright, and the new thing that the whole nation, these nations that are going to end up adopting, the main thing, which is going to be what, through the cashless system. Alright, the main major prophecy, part of the main major prophecy, which is the mark of the beast. Alright, which is the RFID chip, okay, the NFC tag. Alright, but the famine, it is upon the world very soon. Best believe it, okay. This is Isaiah chapter 9 verse 19. Through the wrath of the Lord of hosts the land is darkened, and the people shall be as fuel of the fire. No man shall spare his brother, and he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry, and he shall eat on the left hand, and they shall be and says and they shall be and they shall not be satisfied. They shall eat every man the flesh of his own arm. Cause pretty much soon all your food, you're gonna run out of food in the stores. Your mind is gonna become worthless. Alright, you're gonna have a choice whether you go out there, you submit yourself to the new world order, to take the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip implant, okay, the NFC tag, the biochip, or face starvation. And even after you taking it, there's still too much population on the face of the earth, should you even dare to be dumb enough to take it and go against the will and the commandments of Yahawah, Yahawashi, the Heavenly Father. Alright, through in the name of the only begotten Son, Yahawashi, you're gonna, you're still not gonna have food, because you're gonna be what? You're gonna be put to death, because there's just too much population according to the wicked elites of the society. Their plan is to depopulate, okay, the planet. Devastating ways, devastating judgments which the Heavenly Father has laid down for the majority of the world. Okay. So Isaiah 9 and verse 20, and he shall says, then he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry, and he shall eat every man that. It says, and they shall not be satisfied, and they shall eat every man the flesh of his own arm. Cannibalism is coming back into fashion. You women, you're gonna be in the worst case scenario. But guess what? You Israelites out there, who was scattered among these nations, some Hamite is gonna fucking be eating you very soon. Those of you who are not of the elect, those who are still scoffing, okay, who are not taking heed unto the way the Most High is gonna get your fucking asses. Those of you who are lukewarm, those who are gonna fall out, those who have been falling out, the Most High is gonna get you. Some Hamites gonna come and eat you. If you're among the Japhites, some Japhites gonna come for your fucking ass and eat you. Be prepared to meet your Maker. But guess what? All together, even among us, the Israelites, when you go down to the first, to the last verse, all the tribal wars that are gonna happen. Guess what? The Most High's hand is still stretched out still. And through His hand that is still stretched out still, the warnings right now. See these signs. You smell the bloody coffee. See that the end is very near. Habakkuk the 2nd chapter, it is now speaking. You best believe. Let's get Jeremiah 15 and close off. Because just because the hand of the Lord is still stretched out still, guess what? There are those who are so fucking rebellious. The Most High is. Let me just read Jeremiah 15 and 1. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. Everything is own time. Everything is time and chance happens unto all men. Okay? Those of you still being rebellious, we would have warned you about the famine, about the race wars, the tribalism, xenophobic attacks, so-called xenophobic attacks. Nations against nation, neighbor against neighbor. I would have warned you about these things. That was the 1 Chronicles chapter 36, verse 27. The Most High had compassion, sent his servants and prophets rising up at best time, early, but you still did not listen. Those who have loved my law, the same will feel it by what? By death and by pain. Okay, and it shall come to pass, if they shall say unto you, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such for the sword to the sword, and such for the famine to the famine, and such that are for the captivity to the captivity. Famine is death, destruction is on its way. Famine, you don't want to go out there. Go out by famine. Alright. Paying 300 rand or so for powder milk, that's fucking insane. Alright. So what is the price of the baby formula of the same size? Okay. Hey, if you don't have Yahawashi in that day, you're fucked. You're simply fucked. Shalom. All praises unto Yahawah, Rawchaa Qadash. Shalom.